You know that feeling when you download a goal tracking app and it just feels empty? Like it's all about streaks and not really about substance? Well, if that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to take a guided tour of Waypoint, a totally different kind of tool that's built for living with intention. Let's dive in and see what makes it tick. It's a question a lot of us have probably asked, right? We get an app hoping to make these big, meaningful changes in our lives, but we just end up tapping checkboxes and kind of chasing these meaningless streaks. It feels like we're always tracking the what, but never getting in touch with the why. And here it is, the core difference in a nutshell. Most trackers you've used probably start with tasks, the what. But Waypoint, it flips that script entirely and starts with your values, the why. That's a huge shift, moving away from just chasing empty streaks to actually focusing on what's meaningful. This thing is designed for depth right from the get-go. So, what exactly is Waypoint? Well, as you can see, the whole idea is to go way beyond just another to-do list. At its very heart, Waypoint is an app that's built on real, proven behavioral science. The whole system is engineered to create this super clear, powerful link between the little things you do every single day and the person you truly want to be. It's all about connecting your actions to your identity. And okay, before we go any further, this is a really big deal and we gotta talk about it. Trust. Waypoint gives you complete privacy. All your personal stuff, your goals, your values, your private reflections, it's all stored right there on your device and only syncs to your personal Google Drive. It never even touches a Waypoint server. You own your data, period. All right, so let's see how this really thoughtful approach plays out in the app, starting with the moment you first open it up. Now check this out. The very first screen is so interesting because it doesn't just assume you're doing this all on your own. It asks who is on this journey. Are you working on your own goals, or maybe you're working with a partner, or even building better habits as a whole family? It's designed for connection right from the start. And from there, it's just one simple step to make it feel like it's really yours. Just by adding names, the app personalizes the entire experience. Suddenly, your name is on the goals, in the celebrations, and in the reports. It just feels like a dedicated space for your journey. And to make getting started super easy, you get a choice. You can start with a totally clean slate if you want, or you can load up some pre-built examples for things like fitness or finances or relationships. It's a really great way to see what the app can do without feeling any pressure. Okay, let's jump into the screen you'll probably be using every single day, your daily command center, or as Waypoint calls it, your home base. So this is the Today screen. It's designed to answer one simple question: what should I focus on right now? You get this nice, warm greeting up top, and then these smart little alerts like, hey, your streak is at risk. And below that, you have these incredibly simple one-tap buttons to log your behaviors. There's no friction. It's all about focus. And then down at the bottom, you've got this shared wins feed. Now, this isn't just some gimmick. It's social reinforcement in action. When someone in your group hits a streak or completes a goal, it pops up here. It's such a powerful way to build momentum and celebrate progress, whether you're by yourself or working with a partner. Okay, let's get to the real heart of the app now. This is where we get to see how Waypoint connects that deep, personal why to what you actually do every day. So here's the absolute key: everything. And I mean everything starts right here, on the values screen. And these aren't just little tags. These are the core principles you define for your life. Things like health, connection, or growth. This is your compass. And this is where that behavioral science stuff really clicks. The app's whole philosophy is based on this powerful idea called acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT. And the point of ACT isn't to get rid of bad feelings, because let's be real, that's impossible, but to commit to actions that line up with your values, even when things are tough. It's about moving toward what matters to you. And Waypoint puts this science right into practice. Every single goal you set up has to be linked to at least one of your values. That connection isn't optional. It's hardwired into the app to make sure every bit of effort you put in is pointing toward what truly matters to you. Then, each one of those meaningful goals gets broken down into specific, trackable behaviors. So say your goal is to complete a marathon. It's not just a title. It's backed up by real, concrete actions like training sessions and long training days. These are the small, clear steps that turn a huge ambition into a daily reality. And this tagline from the app just perfectly sums it all up. It's all about how those tiny, consistent, values-driven actions add up over time to literally write the story of your life.
But just tracking stuff is only half the story, right? Let's look at how Waypoint helps you actually learn from your data and get some real insight into what's going on.
Okay, this track screen is seriously powerful. The chart on the left shows your progress, which is cool, that's great. But look at the one on the right. You can add these phase change lines to mark when you tried a new strategy, like here where it says you got sick. This lets you actually see what's working and what's not. That's a feature you'd normally only find in professional clinical software.
And look, the insight here goes way beyond just numbers. The weekly reflection uses these structured prompts to help you figure out what your real barriers are, to name those unhelpful stories your brain was telling you, and to commit to one small change for the next week. This is all about building self-awareness, not just hitting targets.
So, after seeing all that, you're probably asking the big question. Is this tool actually for me? So, who is Waypoint really for? Well, I'd say it's for anyone who wants more than just another habit tracker. If you're looking for a design that puts your values first, that's backed by real behavioral science, this is for you. If you care about total privacy, having professional-grade tools, and using a system that's actually built for relationships, then yeah, Waypoint delivers. It's for anyone who finds other apps a bit shallow and is really ready to build a more intentional life. And that really brings us back to the most important question of all, the one Waypoint wants you to ask yourself, not just once, but every single day. Are the actions you're taking right now actually building the life that you truly, deeply value?